everyone, Comic Reviewer here, and this time reviewing on Dead Space Aftermath. Now, as you know, Dead Space Aftermath is supposed to be the ending point of Dead Space, as well as Dead Space Downfall, and the prequel to Dead Space 2. Now, I remember as a kid seeing copies of this in HMV years ago, but never really knew what the film was, until years later, stumbling upon Downfall on YouTube. Now, the premise of the film is meant to be for survivors who survived something that happened to them on the O'Bannon, which leads to the full survivors being captured, as well as being taken on a ship and being sent to the Skrull. And this leads to basically 4 of them being interrogated. Basically, the characters you have is Isabel Cho, voiced by Gwendolyn Yo, also known for playing in Invincible Iron Man, and also known for playing in Ben 10 Omniverse. Nicholas Cutter, voiced by Christopher Judge, known for voicing Kratos in the PS4 version of God of War, and also known for playing Magneto in X-Men Evolution. Geno Borges, whose voice actor Ricardo is known for playing in Dead Space 3, as well as in Batman Public Enemies, as well as Nolan Strauss, who does play a key part in the second game. Now, keep in mind, each of these characters have a certain trait to them. Isabel basically tries to keep everyone calm and make sure that everything goes well. Nicholas Cutter is a guy that you do sympathize with, and you kind of wish he was still around. Alonso is basically the more serious member, and basically there. And Strauss, on the other hand, is basically a similar version to Kyne, but unlike Kyne, is more deluded. So pretty much during the interrogation scenes, when each character tells their side of the story, it's done in a different animation style. And this is doing this exactly like the Animatrix and Batman Gotham Knight. The problem is that some of the animation does feel a bit icky. It's not good, and I feel like when you look at Nolan Strauss in the final one, he kind of looks like a more puffed up version of Professor Oak from Pokemon. Now, I do feel the events to the O'Bannon feel almost exactly like the opposite of Dead Space Downfall. Now, with Captain Campbell, voiced by Gray McTavish, is meant to be the opposite of Benjamin Fires. He does show some concern for his crew members, and does kind of see what the market is truly like once a shot of it is brought on board. And I do like the character because he does show concern for Alonso's brother, and showing, unlike Kyne, he does have a good heart. Now, keep in mind that Strauss is meant to be the opposite of Kyne. Well, Kyne had came to the realization of what the market is, and even tried to go to extreme lengths to destroy it. Strauss becomes more delusioned by it, and does something so disturbing to his family that I'm not going to mention. With Nicholas Cutter is a guy I do sympathize with. He does show to, be deluded by the visions of his daughter, but keep in mind, if you were a family man, or someone you cared about and see them again, then yeah, it's understandable. And Isabel is basically meant to be similar to Alyssa Vincent, both basically just being the main female character, and both having something tragic happen to them. Now, what's actually interesting is that during the main segments, a lot of it was done in 3D animation. I feel the Dead Space games did it better because it at least had a more... They knew what they were doing. But I get it, they were trying to capture the same feel to the PS3 games at the time. It's not a bad idea, but I feel Dead Space Downfall did it a bit better because with the animation they had was a bit more of a realistic setting. And what's interesting is that other characters like the Overseer, as well as Foster Edgars, do actually appear in this film. So making Stross, the Overseer, and Foster Edgars the only 3 characters to appear basically in the film. Well, Isaac doesn't count, but is sort of shown in some way. So I do admit, yeah, it does feel similar to Dead Space Downfall, but only with a few slight differences. And what's interesting is that there was never an animated prequel to Dead Space 3. I guess it was due to the fact that EA just got greedy and just didn't really want to do a 3rd prequel. So I think the film is not bad. It has a premise, but it's not putting itself extremely on a high shelf. So I think it deserves a thumbs in the middle. It's kind of alright, kind of okay, but really there was a lot that could have been done better. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.